Hey guys, it's Housewife in Heels. So today is a different video. Today is a different beast. Usually it's Louboutin, Aquazzura, it's Gianvito Rossi, Jimmy Choo, but today we're talking about Hermès bags. It is a little bit of a different beast, but the other day I got my first ever Hermès bag offer, and if you have seen by the title, it is non-quota because I am not about to make you guys think that I got, like, say, a mini Kelly or something in here, because no, I don't. I am very much a person who cares about being transparent with her audience. So there's that. Now, what does one have to do in order to get offered any sort of leather bag from Hermès, or really any bag from Hermès for that matter? What does one have to do? Well, you have to have a little bit of a pre-spend, you have to show a little bit of interest in the brand, you have to stick with one sales associate, and you have to get lucky. That's what it all boils down to. So there's a story as to how I acquired this little bag. Now, lately, I have not been buying hardly anything, shoes, not even the new Miss Z that everyone is going nuts about in Louboutin world. And total transparency, this I already unboxed, hence why the little strap isn't in here. Hermès lovers would know, so just trying to be forthcoming about that. But anyway, I went to Hermès the other day because I wanted to try on, well, I should say I went to the mall the other day because I wanted to try on Miss Z's if they happen to have any. They did, and Hermès is in a very close proximity to Louboutin at my mall, so I had to pop in. I had to, because I was looking for a card holder because I had a Valentino bag that busted. That was the only purse that I had had at that given time. And I needed something just to kind of organize it a bit, since I was going to have to make do with one little wallet on chain that I had as a purse, because I wasn't looking to buy a bag. So I walk in, I wait for my particular sales associate to get done with an appointment, and that appointment took a little while, and then after a while, when he was done, he tried to find us and he thought we had left. So eventually we located him, and he said, "Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, I thought you had left, I couldn't find you, here, let me help you." So we begin looking at card holders, and then we begin looking at wallets. And I tell my husband, "Oh, a wallet wouldn't be too bad, I can get a strap or something." And their cheapest bag is about $2,000, so I can't imagine these wallets would be too much more. Shocking, the wallets were more. But then I said, "Oh, well, if these are $3,000, I might as well just hit you up for an Evelyn." And he's like, "Well, why didn't you ask?" So he said, "It's in all black, palladium hardware." I said, "That's perfect. If you guys are familiar with me and my channel, you know I pretty much wear black shoes with the exception of a few pops of color here and there. So this was up my alley. I like silver hardware because I am pale. I am not tanned, so gold can look a little bit funny on me. And I am just over the moon." He brought out this little Evelyn 16 Clemence leather in noir, and the high you get when you get your first ever bag offer from Hermès, even if it's one of the easiest bags to acquire. I don't know if it is the easiest bag, but I definitely know it is one of the easiest bags to get. Now, one might ask, what does one have to spend before getting a bag offer? Now, this can totally vary. I don't think necessarily that it's a 1-to-1 ratio, because honestly, for me, I spent about a 2-to-1 as far as this little bag goes, but I had been shopping with this particular sales associate, and really just shopping in general, for almost 2 years now. In July it'll be 2 years. So took about $3,000. And what items did it take to actually get there? Because as I said before, you need to show interest in the brand as a whole. If you just walk in there and you make it clear all you want are bags, they're gonna look at you and be like, yeah, no, because their priority is to give their bags to customers who will love their bags, cherish their bags, who want to use their bags, not people who may try and potentially make money off their bags. So they want to see that you like their stuff. And what stuff did I get? Well, the first thing that I had bought, which was, I believe, July 2023? Yeah, July 2023 it must have been. It was this little belt, and technically it's two purchases because you have to buy the belt and you have to buy the buckle. So I bought a rose gold Constance buckle with a, what is this? A 24mm belt. So the buckle and the belt totaled roughly around $800 to $900. I don't remember exactly. Let's see if I might have stuffed the receipt in here. Doesn't look like it, but I do remember it was about $800 to $900, and it can always be Googled to figure out how much that would cost. What am I doing? Let's put you back in there. So, belt was the first thing I bought. Then I went in for my birthday last year. It was a great time. My mom came. It was lots of fun. And both me and my husband each got a pair of sneakers. He got a black pair of bouncing sneakers, and I got a white pair. I'll show you the white pair later on. I know this is a shoe channel. I don't want to deviate too much from that. So you will see a try on. Have no fear. So let's just say roll up the belt to $900. And each pair of bouncing sneakers is $1,000. So you're looking at $2,900 right there. And then during that same birthday trip, I had got a pair of Julia sandals. Julia sandals, I believe, are about $900. So definitely at least $800. So let's just, on the low end, say $800. $2,900 plus $800. I'm not a math person, so you're gonna have to bear with me. I think it's about $3,700. So on the low end, $37,000, on the high end, about $38,000, $39,000, give or take. So that for the Evelyn bag, it was a 2-to-1 ratio. So I spent, actually not really 2-to-1, but a little bit less than 2-to-1. Since the Evelyn bag, full disclosure, the Evelyn mini, the one that I got, is $2,300 USD. So, yeah, a little bit less than a 2-to-1. A little, like at least a 1.5. And that was just for my first bag. This is my first experience. I don't know if it would be the same or different with other ones. Hopefully in the future I can get a Picatin. But I will go ahead and try on the sandals, and I will try on my sneakers, and just for funsies I will try on my pair of Rons that I got absolutely forever ago without any sort of inclination that I was ever going to shop back there again, so they're not showing up on my account or anything. I don't know what happened, but I digress. I'll go ahead and try on all of my Hermes shoes for you. So this is kind of like a mini Hermes collection video, give or take. But if you have not already, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate all of it. If you would like to follow me on TikTok and help me reach 10K, I would greatly appreciate that, because I would like to get that going. Now, if you would like to support me further, I have Patreon. It starts at $3 a month. And if you would like something tangible from me, my Poshmark closet is down below, and I can guarantee that I will not sell any sort of Hermes bag on there, because I'm not that type of individual. But other than that, let's go ahead and try the shoes on. Bye! Here are my Iran sandals. These were actually my first ever Hermes purchase ever. I unboxed these on the channel, and these are beat up. These have been through lots of struggles. They've been worn to bits. But really, just as a general house shoe, I don't go out and about too much in these. But hopefully, maybe soon I will go out in these more and more, because the break-in process was a little bit brutal. So if you have narrow feet, be advised, these could be a little bit rough for the first few years for you. Now these are my Julia sandals. These I have yet to take out because I just haven't wanted to beat them up. But I really do need to actually get some use out of them. I need to really stretch that that toe box, that strap, whatever you want to call it, so that way I can allow my foot to fully slide in and make them look like they fit properly. And if anyone is looking for sizing for these pairs of sandals for myself, I am a size 36 true to size, and I took a 36 in both of these. So I thought I would answer that in case anyone was wondering what on earth is the sizing for either of these shoes, especially the Julia sandals, since I know these aren't talked about on YouTube very, very often. It's always the Irans, never the Julias. And finally, we have the Femme bouncing sneaker. I showed you my husband's before, and I can't try those on without looking like Ronald McDonald himself, so I figured I would show you guys mine. Now, if you're inquiring about the sizing of the Hermes bouncing sneakers for women, it is gonna be standard to go up at least half a size. Now, I will caution you, these look brand new because I've hardly wore them, because they tend to eat at the back of my foot. So just a heads up, I don't know if I sized them wrong or if they might need to be just broken in a heck of a lot like the Irans. But other than that, support me on my platforms below if you'd like to further support me, and as always, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Bye.